Not that
Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Opinion Spot, people. It's me, Chris, aka Mount Vernon Kid, and once again, my little bro, Hulkland 93.
I'm back, everybody.
And here we go again with our review on TNA Sacrifice 2009. Okay, overall, first let's start with the first match, and that was the Motor City Machine Guns and the Sheik versus
Lethal Consequences and EY Eric Young.
And to be honest, this was a very, very good match because it was a good opener, and that's one thing I think. It was a very good opener to open up Sacrifice and get everybody into this event. But unfortunately, I had a little problem with it because, I will let my bro explain that more.
Well, my brother's trying to say is at the end, a sunset flip over the rope by Eric Young, and the warrior, whatever you want to call him, he was grabbing onto the rope, and the referee kicked his hands off of the rope, so it made him fall down, and EY and Lethal kind of picked up the win.
Yeah, man. So let's just say a little biasness with the ref. This happened before. If anybody recalls, who are inanimate of watching TNA, I mean all wrestling, I should say. But if you remember, this has happened before with that same ref, if I'm not recall. And the next match was between the lovely Taylor Wilde and the deranged Scream Queen, Daphne. Monster Ball. And, this match was very good. It was starting off very well. And me and my bro, we were all into it. But the damn problem was too freaking short. Too short. And that's what spoiled it. But they kind of made up for it at the end where we saw what happened to Dr. Stevie. Got choked some thumbtacked by Abyss. So it ended kind of okay, but all over the match was way too short. And the next match was basically, and by far one of my favorite matches. One of my favorite matches out of all 8 of the matches was Chris Daniels, one of the TNA originals that I really love, and Suicide, aka Kaz. And the match was going well. I mean, crazy countering, high flying moves all over. And unfortunately, Motor City Machine Guns stick their noses in, caused Suicide the match. But lo and behold, what do we see Chris Daniels do? Like the man of honor he is, basically says, let's go 5 more minutes to prove that, show like I'm a man of my word, I don't want to win it that way. We went 5 more minutes. Unfortunately, nobody can score a win, and Suicide still holds the belt. And I know maybe some probably say, you know what, Daniels should have just accepted a win, but in my book, he did the right thing. That's not his way. If he's going to win it, he's going to win it on his term, not somebody else's. Oh, no, that was a good match. Now, the next match, I'm going to let my bro talk about.
The next match was for the TNA Knockouts Championship between Awesome Kong versus Angelina Love. Now, personally, me and my bro like the Beautiful People. And Awesome Kong, let's just say she had too many shots in that board TNA. This match, like I said, I knew it would just be Awesome Kong just dominating. But then Angelina Love got some licks in. And then once again, TNA show with their poor endings. Just having Angela roll up with the 1, 2, 3. Yeah, sprayed mace in her face. The kind of ending is that. I called that trash.
And the next match has to be, by far to me, one of the boringest matches out of this whole event. Samoa Joe with his so-called Nation of Violence, and Kevin Nash, who in our books needs to
retire.
Alright, and let's just put it like this. The winner was Samoa Joe. Made this fool Nash tap out. Nash come on saying it's gonna be him dishing out the violence. Joe basically dominated this match through the whole thing. And that's more what we're gonna say about that match. It just wasn't up to par, that match.
You need to lose weight.
So, I mean, basically, guys, I don't feel that, I don't know what Joe is trying to do. From our view, it looks like he's trying to rehash Taz's old gimmick. You know what I'm saying? Coming out in the towel over his head. He's starting to even walk like Taz, and that's what we're trying to say. Maybe that is Taz who's training him. But this whole Nation of Violence thing, I'm not feeling too well. The whole, rocking the whole leather jacket, ripped off leather jacket, rolling around in
pajama pants.
It's not flipping with me too well. But the next match had to been another good match. It was for the Beer Money versus British Invasion match. Very interesting match, Beer Money winning, but the ending could have been better. And that was the whole thing about a lot of the matches of TNA, was basically there was just like the endings really messed it up. I mean, they could have had better endings. Like I said, good finisher, good matches, but just bad finishes. And then, other than that, it was just the commentary. And as far as I don't like Don West, and I really don't like Mike Tenay either. And these two they don't even commentate on the match most of the time. They're like in between matches. Ain't that right?
Yeah, just like Don West. What? You gotta be kidding me.
And it just was like, oh, come on, get back to the match. Talk about the match. But all in all, Beer Money winning, they get the check for 100 G's or something, and now they get a future title with Team 3D. And the I Quit match is next between AJ, another one of my favorites, and Booker T. And this is one where I would have to say, to me, was what the hell moment. Because this was a good match. I mean, these guys was doing it all, AJ pulling out the Pele, and, nobody quitting. He's saying, AJ, you quit? He's saying, never. Booker, you quit? Booker's gonna get that out of my face, man. And all of a sudden, then, AJ gets the
cross armbar,
and here comes Charmel, before that, she's rooting her husband on, all that, Unfortunately, then here comes, I can't even remember the girl's name, but the girl that hangs around Kevin Nash, I can't recall her name right now, and she throws in the towel for Booker T and basically says, he was gonna break his arm, I had to, everything like that. So in the end, AJ wins, keeps the Legends title, but in my book it was like, what the hell moment. That could have went better. Like I said before, overall, good matches, bad finishes. The last match, and I'm gonna let the little bro talk about this one.
The ultimate sacrifice match. Double J versus the Icon Sting, who needs to retire, versus the anorexic Kurt Angle. Guys, I don't know what happened to him, versus the hardcore legend Mick Foley. Okay, this match Oh man, it was starting off good until Sting botched a kick to the gut. He kicked Mick Foley in his stomach and fell down with Mick Foley, with his footstool in Mick Foley's stomach. And then it was some great, like, big moments, like you had a double mandible claw, a double ankle lock. Kurt Angle flipped over the announcement table to hit Mick Foley. Mick Foley power drive Sting onto the ramp. The ending was sweet. Jeff Jarrett hit a super stroke onto a chair that was seated on Kurt Angle, and Sting pins Kurt Angle for the win. So Kurt Angle's not the leader of the MEM anymore.
So all in all, guys, Sacrifice, overall, I'll give it a 7.5. But like I